Hello and welcome to Conquest Tactics. This is a chess-like roguelike. Yeah, it looks very cool in actual fact. So we're going to play as the Fallen Crown here. All nations have succumbed, ensnared by sin's insidious grasp. The once unified world, and it's a little bit too fast, but you can indeed pause the video and read it for yourself if you so desire. And we are now on the world map. So basically, what we have here is an extremely tactical battlefield where you have a number of different characters, and these characters all have different stats, and you start with a different squad every single time you start a run. They all have different costs. You start with a base of 4 command points, as you could see right here, and so we only have the ability to use a variety of these people. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go here, I think. There we go. Deploy. That's going to shoot that one over there. It doesn't actually do any damage, unfortunately, right now, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that just yet. Let's go here. Let's rotate her so that she can do damage to this one. And I think that's probably what we're going to do round about there. There we go. That guy's dead. Okay, fantastic. Now we've used all of our command points, so we are just going to wait and see what the opponent has for us. Now, obviously, the main goal is to do damage to the enemy's flag, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Now, obviously, the main problem that we're having right now is that the enemy is having free reign to do as much damage as they want to us, but that is obviously not going to remain the case. We are, of course, going to try to stop them from doing that. So, what we're going to do is, let me see. We're obviously going to try do some damage here. We're gonna move this over here. We can do damage to the flag if we want to, or we can move, we could potentially move her over here and then do damage to the flag or to that guy over there. We can't even do damage to the flag, actually, there. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay, because we can attack this one. I think we should probably do that. And then we have 1 command point available. Deal 1 damage per adjacent ally to a random enemy. That's actually really, really good. So what we're going to do is going to play this here. Nice. Good damage against this guy. All right, so this fellow is only going to be able to do a maximum of about 4 damage in the next turn, because he's obviously going to have, 2 damage, and as you can see, he's going to do 4 damage to our flag here, but that's absolutely fine, because maybe he's gonna, he might do a little bit more than that. Yeah, he might do a little bit more than that, because he does have more command points. As you can see, it is a very insidious enemy. And so, yeah, a little bit problematic there, but that's okay. That's fine, because we can now just do a little bit of something here. There we go. And then we can get, technically we could do something like this. So basically what we can do is we can retreat this one, then we can put her back onto the battlefield, and then deploy her again, and then kill off that one, and then we can just start attacking. And we shouldn't have to worry about that. There we go. That guy was obviously protected, but that's okay, because these fellows are now going to have probably a pretty difficult time. Yep, as you can see, they're trying to actually kill off our people now, but that is not actually going to work. It should, at least it shouldn't. It shouldn't work. Hopefully it won't work. Okay, so injured when unit death removed for battle. Okay, yeah. So well, that doesn't really matter too much, because what we can do now is we can do this. Nice, nice, nice. And then we can go here, and then we will do this. And then we can do something like that. And that guy's dead as well. And now we are absolutely fine. Now we can basically just move wherever we want to, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, move this here, do damage. And that is the end of the turn. Now, they are, of course, going to be able to... Oh, very unlucky for this guy. He managed to pull the major defensive unit. That is not going to help him in the least. He is basically dead now. Pretty sure. So we're just going to retreat this one, then we're going to retreat this one, then we're going to move this one back on here. That's going to do damage. And we're probably going to retreat this one and move that back on as well. There we go. And then we can immediately just redeploy that. And that is indeed a victory. There we go. So that is indeed the first battle. Very, very difficult, as you can see. Very, very tricky. So we're going to move forward over here. And we can get a piece of treasure. 50% chance to knock back an enemy attack. That sounds really, really fun, actually. So I'm actually going to take that. There we go. Now we'll go over to the tavern. Lanterns glow softly as laughter and clinking mugs fill the air. Mercenaries barter their blades, and feasts bring merriment and supplies. Pile high fuel for the battles and journeys yet to come. So you can then get a mercenary, you can get a feast, you can get supplies, and so on and so forth. I'm actually not entirely sure what we want to get here. What do we have? Okay, so these are all consumables. So we could charm the enemy unit. What does that do? Control enemy until hit. Takes 1 damage when struck. Okay, I see. I think the Inferno Burst Scroll could be really, really powerful, actually. So I think that's going to be quite nice. What about the mercenaries? Okay, so we can actually get someone here. So I think we'll probably get this guy. +1 health and +1 damage per killed unit. What? That guy's absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, we'll get him. Why not? And then we can also get this, and we can increase our health, as you can see right there. And then we'll just leave, and then we'll just move on. Now we can go over here. Golden light shines upon sacred halls, where faith is tested and souls seek redemption. Curses are purged, offerings are made, and sins are confessed. Each ritual, a step toward divine grace. And we can have a sacred offering here. I can't do any of this, actually, surprisingly enough. What is a divine blessing, though? I see. Okay, let's give that to our main character, I guess. She gains a buff. Okay, she gains a buff of some kind. Okay, that's cool. And now we can move on. Okay, what is this? A man stands in the crowd, eyes filled with hope and sadness as they meet yours. It's Magnar, burdened by grief after losing his beloved, reaching out to you for new love. His longing fills the air, a silent plea that tugs at your heart. We can play with his emotions if we want to do that. We can invite Dine, or we can reflect on his lost love. We're going to reflect. You watch Magnar, lost in memories of a past love. Jealousy flares as you grip his hand, not wanting him stuck in the past. His gaze softens, and something stirs inside you. And indeed, are we actually getting him? Did he actually join us right there? I'm not entirely sure. So basically what we have to do is we have to make our way over to this node here. You see that node right there? That's our main objective. So let's go over into this battle here. And we're going to be fighting... I don't even know what we're fighting right now. Okay, these guys actually seem pretty tough. Okay, this might be a little bit problematic for us, maybe. We're going to be playing this. And we're going to be playing this. And that is immediately going to kill that. There we go, nice and easy. And then we're going to be playing this right here. And basically, if they don't kill me, right? If they don't kill this unit, I will kill their flag. That is my goal right now, because my unit is ranged, right? She has a melee attack and she has a ranged attack. So yeah. That is going to be very, very good. Okay, so we're going to be doing only 2 damage now, which is kind of annoying. But that is still not that bad, because what I can actually do is I could literally just play this guy right here. And he's going to absolutely stomp pretty much everything. And we could play this right here. And then we can do damage. Not enough. No, I don't have enough. Ah, that's so sad. That is so sad. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, end turn. That's fine, though. It's fine. You know why it's fine? It's fine because we're going to take a little bit of damage here. As you can see, most of the enemy's forces are not really doing that much damage to us at all. So we shouldn't have to worry a significant amount here. because what's going to happen is next turn, I am basically... Oh, yeah, as you can see, she literally could just come on here and immediately kill this, but I'm not going to put her on the field just yet, just in case. Then we can basically just do this, and then we can just do this, and that is a victory for us. See that? Very fun. Very, very fun combat system. And then we have this, which is an artifact once again. And now, let's see, deals 4 damage when blocked by this. Adds a da-da-da to empty side. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Why not? And now we can move here. You track Mandarin through the woods, determined to reclaim your stolen pouch. You find his camp, where he and his crew prepare a meal. Mandarin meets your gaze, a sly grin spreading as he spots you. Okay, so you can try to seduce him if you want. You can attack in rage. Well, we're going to attack in rage. You lunge at Mandarin in fury, striking fast. He dodges and counters, forcing you into a fierce exchange of blows. The battle rages as neither side gives in. Alright, here we go. This guy is actually going to be a bit difficult. He's got kind of the similar units that we have. So that's going to be not so good. Yeah, that's going to be very, very difficult for us, in my opinion. Okay, so how are we going to play this? Well, I'm going to play my big defensive stonky unit over there. And then I will play this one here. Just to do a little bit of damage. Nothing too dramatic, just a little bit, you know, because we need to try to eke out as much value as we can possibly get. Now, I'm hopeful that what we'll have is the... okay, yeah. I'm hopeful that the big Minotaur guy will come out sometime soon, because we are going to need that. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't really put him out right now. That's the issue here. I can't really put him out. So what we're going to do is... Wait a minute. We're going to put this here. Perfect. She can attack this one and attack the flag at the same time. Absolutely wonderful. And now what we can do is... yeah, we're going to have some issues with this, I think. Yeah, we're going to have some issues with this. I am unsure what we need to do. I think what we should do is something like this. Shoot that guy. Yeah, I guess. Not a terribly... Wait a minute. Can we actually do this right here? I can shoot that one over there. That's going to be... Yeah, no, that's going to be it. That's going to be all we have. That's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, well, we're going to have to do it one way or the other, so I will just play this then. Like so. And then that's it. That's all we can do, unfortunately. Whoa. He's coming on. That's literally him. He has 4 attack, 11 HP. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure how I'm supposed to deal with this guy. I guess we'll just get our big stonky unit. And that's going to have to be what we do. Yeah. There we go. And then we can actually do something pretty cool here. Yeah, we're gonna have to just attack, I think. Either we attack... Oh no, we can attack here. This is actually good, because then he's dead. Yeah, that's really good. That was actually much, much better than what I had in mind. Because I was thinking, oh yes, let's do damage to their flag, you know? Let's do damage to their flag, because they're obviously going to be inflicting quite a bit to us this turn. Yeah, they're actually obviously getting killed now as well, which is very good. But unfortunately, we are taking loads of damage because they have so many of these gunpowder bandits. It's absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, this is a loss, I think. This is a loss. I think we are dead. Pretty clearly. Let's go here. Here we go. Nice and easy. Then we can basically do damage here. And then we will... Well, this is the funny thing. It's, bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of an issue. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough damage. Because this guy's going to attack with 3, that guy's going to attack with 3, and I believe that is indeed a loss. Yep. And this is what happens. Sometimes you just have a combat situation that is very difficult, and if you're not thinking clearly, like I certainly wasn't, then that's it. That's game over. There you go. If you want to check out Conquest Tactics, there is a link in the description. There is a demo available. If you like what you see, then you should also wishlist it. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.